get this. Feminism is a range of political movements and ideology, that people have different opinions on different theories and standpoints. Where do you stand when it comes to feminism? Can I go first?
Yes.
Of course, of course.
Hello. So this is what my take about feminism. I think that you're either all in or all out. And what I mean by that is simple. When I talk about feminism, I'm talking about your civil liberties and your civil rights. You know, I want us to be equal across the entire spectrum.
Yes.
I want us to be paid the same. I want us to not have to pay extra for our body products. Why do we still tax tampons, but we don't tax Viagra? Why do I have to pay more for life insurance? These are things that are important to me, and these are things that I think need to be equal. Why do women not get drafted? You want equality, you have to get drafted.
Yeah, so that's the thing that I always find a hard time with, because I mean, I'm definitely down for powerful women. Let's be equal and let's make it right. But at the same time, I'm like, wait a minute, we can't have a double-edged sword here. Like, if we're gonna, if we're gonna demand equality, then we have to be willing to, give up the things that we kind of get away with as well.
So you're gonna go like this for a second?
Yeah, right now.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Girls stick together.
Girls stick together.
Ladies,
We take care of each other.
that's so important.
We take care of each other, baby.
How's that, guys?
You good?
Woohoo, feminism. So I think I have a different opinion, a slightly different opinion.
Ooh.
I think that, yes, I agree with you in what you said about equality with our rights, our civil rights.
Yep.
But I think
Human
that's just
rights.
a part of it.
Okay.
I think that we are different. I think we're different.
Yeah.
I don't think that, because when you start talking about equality, men and women are the same. I don't think that identicality is necessary for us to have
of course.
civil rights.
Of course. At the end of the day, I weigh 120 pounds, and I will never be 6'4" and weigh more than that. So I will never be able to do the hard physical labor that someone else maybe bigger than me will be able to do.
And I feel like instead of trying to aim for gender neutrality or that identicality and that equal all across the board, I want to celebrate what is
the differences.
The difference. What are the differences?
There's got to be a balance.
No, but
though.
I think that's what people kind of get confused a little bit, because being equal doesn't mean that you have to kind of put in the back burner the things that set you apart. You know, like me having curly hair and being brown skin I'm not gonna put those things aside just because what I'm talking about, it's like
it's human rights.
Your human rights. We all have a right to be the same because we are all the same in that regard. But we are, a melting pot. We're all different. We all have things that set us apart, and I think that's beautiful that we celebrate that. But the equality comes from the humanity.
Yeah.
The equality comes from saying, like, the opportunities for my daughter to become president or like the CEO of a company has to be the same as a man, regardless of our black, white, gender, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? That's what I stand for. I stand for the opportunities being there for everybody equally. For every human equally. For
that doesn't
getting
mean
paid
that
the same.
we're equal people, that I'm not different from you and we're all the same.
There's a name for it. It's difference feminism.
Ah,
okay.
Which
we
is
love
like
a
you
label.
are feminist,
but
you also you believe in those differences, and
Of course.
that you believe that there's a difference between a woman and a man.
Of course.
In many different areas.
One of the things that we were talking about, remember you said how being a mom is really important to you?
Yeah.
And some people feel that being a mom is the great accomplishment of their lives.
Yeah.
Because some feminists look down on that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I can't.
And that gives us a bad
The thing
name.
is, like, I think it's like a newer thing where
It's a millennial.
it's considered weak to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, oh my God, is that all you've done with your life? Because like I've seen it in like movies, and I've seen it in series where women are mothers and then they're like, oh, I just can't stand being here anymore.
Right.
Is this all I'm gonna do? Just stay at home? Does he expect me to just like be with my kids?
Right.
As if that's something that you
But
shouldn't
then
do
there are
because
some
it's
women
not
that have,
ambitious enough or whatever.
Well, their ambition is their children's lives.
Yeah.
And I know,
fine.
that's
fine.
That could be very busy and very tiresome.
And in reality, I think that's kind of, it's the ultimate that separates us from a man.
Yeah, it's our ultimate human difference. It
is our ultimate human difference. And if anything, it makes us even more important than a man. You know what I mean?
Yes, because equality, we're better.
No, it's true, because, I mean, I had a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
And hope that I can do that for my
gosh.
children. I probably won't because it's harder now, like economically.
Right.
But I think that's like the ultimate thing that sets us apart and that makes us important, and we're needed. And being a mother,
Jacob,
they will never, like, I could be a CEO one day, and a guy can be a CEO one day, but he will never get to be a mother.
Yeah, he will never
and
pop
I respect
a baby
that,
out.
and I respect that. And one thing that you have to kind of take into consideration as well is that Hollywood is not really reflective of everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most of the writers in those rooms most of those writers in those rooms tend to be a certain persuasion, a certain color skin, a certain thing that they don't talk for the rest of us. You know what I mean?
So we will talk for ourselves, guys.
Yes.